Well, ladies and gentlemen, because the time is showing that it is already, so in a minute we will start the course session today. Okay. Good morning for Professor Umida Zia Muhammadova. Good morning. Good morning also for the Tashkent State
Good morning. I'm
University.
here. Good morning.
Good morning.
Have a
It
nice
is
day.
great to meet you here and also
Thank
all
you.
the participants. Well, ladies and gentlemen, for a minute, we will start.
Mikrofon Mas Aldi.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's start our sit-in course today. Well, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, the students of Tashkent State Transport University, Uzbekistan, the students of Tashkent State Technical University, the students of University of Economy and Pedagogy, and the students of Indigenous Institutes of Economics and Constructions. And good afternoon for Universitas Pancasila Tegal, Indonesia. The Honorable, the Coordinator of Sit-in Course, Tashkent State Transport University, Professor Dr. Umida Zia Muhammadova. The Honorable, the Coordinator of Sit-in Course, Tashkent State Technical University. The Honorable, the Coordinator of Sit-in Course, University of Economy and Pedagogy, Mr. Sokhjahan Abdurrahimov. The Honorable, the Coordinator of Sit-in Course, Indigenous Institutes of Economics and the Constructions, and the Honorable, the Dean of Teacher Training and Education Faculty of Universitas Pancasila Tegal, Dr. Yoga Prihatin MPD, the Honorable, the Head of Civic Education Department of Universitas Pancasila Tegal, Mr. Wahyu Jatikusuma MPD, the Honorable, the Lecturer of Civic Education Department of Universitas Pancasila Tegal, Mr. Samidi MPD, and also Mr. Fitrianto MPD. And the Honorable, all of the participants of Sit-in Course Universitas Pancasila Tegal. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Let me introduce myself. I'm here, Muhammad Ali Nugroho, as the moderator of Sit-in Course Universitas Pancasila Tegal. So here, I would like to guide you to follow this special event. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the online sit-in course organized by Faculty of Teacher Training and Education, Universitas Pancasila Tegal, in collaborations with 4 universities that I mentioned earlier. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure also to welcome you to this university on sit-in program Universitas Pancasila Tegal 2023. I do hope that you will be very exciting during this course, and I would let you know more about Indonesia and Tegal, of course. Well, ladies and gentlemen, after this, we will have a course session with Mr. Wahyu Jatikusuma, who teaches Introduction to Indonesian Diversity, and also continued by Mr. Samidi MPD, who teaches Multicultural Education in Indonesian Context. But before that, here we would like to show you the video of Multicultural Education. So for Mr. Samidi MPD, please do. Thank you so much.
Oke.
And everyone, please enjoy. Thank you. Deeply sorry, Mr. Samidi. Ini suaranya belum ini ya, Pak. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see in the screen, there is multicultural in Indonesia.
Pancasila itu jiwa dan raga kita. Ada di aliran darah dan detak jantung kita. Berkat keutuhan bangsa dan negara. Saya Jokowi, saya Indonesia, saya Pancasila.
Saya cinta Indonesia.
Indonesia yang sangat kaya. Kaya akan keberagaman.
Keberagaman budaya.
Budaya, agama, dan alam.
Alam yang dimiliki Nusantara.
Nusantara milik bersama.
Bersama, mari kita jaga.
Jaga dan lestarikan.
Lestarikan kekayaan Indonesia.
Saya
Indonesia kaya.
Keberagaman
budaya,
Alam
Nusantara
bersama
jaga dan lestarikan.
Indonesia.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's the video of our multiculturalism in Indonesia. Thank you so much, Mr. Samidi MPD. This is a very great video for us to know that Indonesia has lots of multiculturalism. And ladies and gentlemen, after this, we will have a course session, and it will be delivered by Mr. Wahyu Jatikusuma first. Mr. Wahyu Jatikusuma MPD will teach you introduction to Indonesian diversity. So for Mr. Wahyu Jatikusuma MPD, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Aldi, for announcement. Okay, good morning, everyone. I will introduce of myself. My name is Wahyu Jatikusuma. I work for Civic Study Program, Pancasakti University. I will explain about multiculturalism in Indonesia. This will more specific of culture of Indonesia. First, we have a map of Indonesia that we archipelago nation that have many islands. In 2022, Central Statistic Agency or BPS has recorded that the number of islands owned by Indonesia has reached 17.001 islands, with 6 major islands in Indonesia, namely the islands of Sumatra, Java, Kalimantan, Sulawesi, and Bali, also Maluku and Papua. So we have about big island. There's Sumatra, Java, Kalimantan, Sulawesi, Bali. Maybe you also know of Bali, Maluku, and Papua. About religious diversity in Indonesia, we have 6 major religions. That religion in Indonesia consists of various religions. In the official census glimpsed by Ministry of Home Affairs in 2022, Indonesian population is about 273.32 million, with most of people have Muslim religion, about 86.93 Muslim, then about 10.5% Christian. Also, we have Hindu religion that consists of 1.71%. Also, we have Buddhist religion, then Confucianism, and the little of other religions, traditional religions, and non-6 major religions in Indonesia. This is map of diversity religion in Indonesia. We have modernist Islam, traditional Islam, Protestantism, Catholicism, Hinduism, and Buddhism. That we have 6 major religions in Indonesia. Then about ethnic diversity in Indonesia, we have many ethnic in Indonesia. Indonesia has more than 300 ethnic groups. More precisely, there are 1,300 340 ethnic group in the country. You can see a map of ethnic diversity in Indonesia. You can see many ethnic in Indonesia. Also have language or dialogue. There is an example of ethnic group in Indonesia as Bali, Java, Sunda, Dayak, Malay or Melayu. Then Timor Papua or many tribes in Papua. Then this is image of traditional costume from ethnic groups in Indonesia. There are Java traditional costume, Bali traditional costume, then Padang traditional costume, also many ethnic traditional costume that Indonesian have in its ethnic groups. About language, we have main language bahasa, but also we have ethnic language, 250 language ethnic, and we have 583 language and dialects. So we have many ethnic language that we speak in Indonesia. Main ethnic groups in Indonesia, about 336 ethnic groups. Javanese 46%, Sundanese 14%, Maduris 7.5%, Malays 0.745%, and other 26%. So we have many ethnic language or native language we have in each ethnic. About Indonesian time zones, we have 3 time zones: Western Indonesia time or WIB, about GMT +7, Central Indonesian time or WITA. We have GMT +8 and Eastern Indonesian time or WIT, GMT +9. Then we have province in Indonesia. Total are 38 province. Java have 6 province. Sumatra Island have 10 province. Kalimantan Island have 5 province. Sulawesi have 6 province. Papua have 6 province. Maluku Islands have 2 province. Bali and Nusa Tenggara have 3 province. So total are 38 province in Indonesia. So we have image of Indonesia that diversity is a big capital of educational development, because diversity of multicultural is big capital to endorse or support our education. Thank you, Ahmad, for all of you. I will stop my presentation.
Okay. Thank you so much for Mr. Wahyu Jatikusuma MPD. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's the material delivered by Mr. Wahyu Jatikusuma MPD for introductions for multicultural diversity in Indonesia. That was very interesting materials. Thank you so much. And ladies and gentlemen, after this, we will have a course session with Mr. Samidi MPD, who teaches um, multi, uh, multicultural education in Indonesian context. So for Mr. Samidi MPD, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Aldi. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning Indonesian time. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Samidi. Yeah. One of the lecturer teaching in the Pancasila and Civic Education study program. Today, I will describe the topic of multicultural education in Indonesia. Yeah, but I apologize if I use translator. Yeah, because I can conversation English language not good. Ya, jadi saya menggunakan bahasa Indonesia, ya, untuk menjelaskan. Oke, saya izin share screen ya.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Samidi will going to share their screen. Kindly wait. Okay, this is already showed.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, hari ini saya akan atau kita semua akan mendeskripsikan atau mengupas materi atau topik multicultural education in Indonesia. Ya.
Okay. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, today Mr. Samidi will give you a lecture about multicultural education in Indonesia, and he will let you know more about it.
Okay, multicultural education of definition James Bank is idea, ya, reform movement. Artinya apa? Jadi menurut James Bank adalah multikultural atau pendidikan multikultural itu gerakan pembaruan pendidikan dan proses pendidikan untuk mengubah struktur lembaga pendidikan, ya, supaya siswa atau student baik pria maupun wanita baik itu berkebutuhan khusus, ya, memiliki kesempatan yang sama untuk mencapai prestasi akademisi di sekolah, egaliter.
Okay. Yeah. So based on James Banks, multicultural education is an idea, which means that an educational reform movement and an educational process whose main objective is to change the structure of educational institutions so that both male and female students, students with special needs, and students who are members of various racial, ethnic, and cultural groups will have the same opportunity. So there is a similar opportunities to all the students to achieve academics achievements in school. So there is no differences. All the students are similar.
Oke, ya. Jadi selanjutnya James Bond menjelaskan di dalam bukunya bahwa keberagaman suatu bangsa ya tidak memandang, tidak ada segregasi, ya, no segregasi, tidak ada segregasi, tidak ada pengkotak-kotaan antara ras, ya, suku bangsa, kemudian bahasa, ya. Semua bangsa-bangsa di Indonesia itu kedudukannya adalah sama, egalit. Ya.
Okay, and James also stated that the education is um, all is the same, all is the similar, which means that there is no the differences with the ethnics or tribes or nation or etc. It is all quite similar, so there is no the differences.
Oke, next. Bagaimana keterkaitan berbagai pemikiran mengenai pendidikan multikultural? Ya, sudah ada di slide. Yang pertama adalah memberikan kesempatan kepada semua siswa ya untuk mewujudkan seluruh potensinya tanpa mengenal perbedaan, ya, tanpa mengenal yang namanya status sosial, gender, no, tidak memandang itu, ya. Kemudian menyiapkan pengajar akan memudahkan belajar bagi setiap siswa secara efektif, ya, dengan kesetaraannya, ya. Kemudian, ya, aktivitas, ya, untuk praktek pendidikan, ya, harus berdasarkan pada kebersamaan atau kesetaraan. Ya, tidak boleh ada keberpihakan yang memandang status sosial, memandang gender, ya, kemudian memandang etnis. No, pendidikan itu harus setara. Ya, berlaku untuk semua bangsa. Oke.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so Mr. Samidi told you about the correlation of what is it, something like the miscellaneous of thought regarding the multicultural education. So it is stated by points here. It is clearly stated. The first, Mr. Samidi had already told you about the correlation of multicultural education. There is equal opportunity for every student to realize his full potential. So again, there is no differences between the students who have their special needs or maybe the other students. So it is similar, all similar. And the next is preparing students to participate fully in a non-intercultural society. It is also, you may, yeah.
Okay, dimension of multicultural education, number one, ya, mengintegrasikan berbagai budaya dan kelompok untuk menggambarkan konsep dasar. Artinya apa? Adanya integrasi berbagai budaya. Ya, apakah itu pertukaran budaya, ya, transformasi budaya atau yang disebut dengan asimilasi, ya. Untuk apa? Supaya tidak terjadi yang namanya segregasi, disintegrasi, ya, antar bangsa.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the next is the dimensions of multicultural education. Mr. Samidi has already told you about the content of integration. So integrating various, the content integration is integrating various cultures and groups to describe the basic concept, the general concepts, and also theories and disciplines.
Right. So number two, the knowledge construction process. Artinya apa? Membawa peserta didik untuk memahami implikasi budaya ke dalam disiplin ini. Artinya apa? Ya, perbedaan budaya-budaya setiap suku bangsa di dunia ini, ya, harus, ya, sebisa mungkin terintegrasi, ya, ke dalam kurikulum pendidikan. Supaya apa? Supaya siswa, student, ya, atau elemen dari sekolah ya, memahami ya arti keberagaman di dalam dunia pendidikan.
Okay, so the next point is the knowledge construction process. It brings students to understand the implications of culture into scientific disciplines, so that if we have any multicultural education, so it should be integrated into one, and it is provide what is it, something like uh, to avoid the multicultural, so something like that.
Oke, number 3, inequality pedagogy, menyesuaikan metode pengajaran dengan cara belajar peserta didik. Menarik, ya. Ini adalah bentuk salah satu dimensi pendidikan multikultural di mana ya metode pengajaran baik itu strategi, pendekatan, model-model pembelajaran atau disesuaikan dengan nilai-nilai budaya atau yang disebut dengan ya pendekatan contextual teaching and learning, ya. Artinya budaya-budaya ya yang berkembang di masyarakat itu masuk pada kurikulum dan diintegrasikan pada pendekatan metode strategi dalam pembelajaran.
Okay, and then the next dimension is an equity pedagogy. It is adapting teaching methods to the way students learn in order to facilitate the diverse academic potentials of students. So it is also the way of approach to the curriculum, so that the curriculum must be matched with the, what is it, something like the multicultural education.
Okay, number 4. Prejudice reduction artinya mengidentifikasi karakteristik rasiswa dan menentukan metode pengajaran. Ya, ini menarik sekali. Jadi metode pembelajaran, strategi belajar, pendekatan belajar harus disesuaikan dengan potensi anak, ya, baik itu karakteristiknya maupun gaya belajar anak. Disesuaikan dengan apa? Budaya, kehidupan sehari-hari yang berkembang di masyarakat.
Okay, and the last but not least dimension is prejudice reduction. So it is identify the racial characteristics of students and determine teaching methods. So it is also the learning methods that should be matched with the students' potential and also skills, which is also be matched with the culture itself.
Okay, the goal, ya, purpose, ya, multicultural education. Number 1, memberi konsep diri yang jelas. Ya, tujuan kita belajar pendidikan multikultural itu adalah ingin mengetahui jati diri kita sebagai bangsa. Yang kedua, membantu memahami ya pengalaman kelompok etnis budaya ditinjau dari sejarahnya. Artinya di sini tujuan belajar pendidikan multikultural adalah adanya ya kita membentuk menanamkan yang namanya literasi akan keberagaman ya, keberagaman etnis, keberagaman ras, ya, adat istiadat, ya. Nah, kemudian yang ketiga adalah membantu memahami bahwa konflik antara yang ideal dan realistis. Kita ketahui keberagaman diversity itu akan berdampak pada terjadinya disintegrasi bangsa. Maka dari itu pendidikan multikultural itu adalah sebagai wadah untuk mengikat bangsa yang beragam. Kemudian membantu mengembangkan pembuatan keputusan partisipasi sosial dan keterampilan. Ini mengembangkan selain hard skill-nya, selain soft skill juga hard skill. Ya, dan yang terakhir adalah mengenal keberagaman dalam penggunaan bahasa. Ya, bahasa di dunia ini hampir ya ratusan ribu. Maka perlu ya di dalam pendidikan multikultural itu adalah bagaimana kita sebagai bangsa yang besar ini ya mampu saling memahami satu sama lain dalam penggunaan bahasa.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the objectives of multicultural education. So there are present 5 objectives of multicultural education. The first is provide a clear self-concept, and the second is help to understand the experiences of ethnic groups and cultures and the light of their history. And the third is helps to understand that conflicts between ideals and reality exist in every society. And the fourth is help to develop socially participatory decision-making and citizenship skills. And the last but not least is recognize diversity in language use. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to know that the multicultural education helps to bond our diversity, so there will know more about the differentiation of us, so all is similar and all is bound into one named multicultural education, something like that.
Okay, next the topic 2, multicultural education in Indonesia. Ya, kita belajar mengenal bagaimana multikultural atau pendidikan multikultural di Indonesia.
Okay, so the next point is talking about the multicultural education in Indonesia. And for a minute, we will have to discuss about the multiculturalism education in Indonesia. So please.
Okay.
As well.
Sejarah pendidikan multikultural Indonesia, history. Jadi gagasan multikulturalisme di Indonesia muncul pada awal reformasi, ya. Dengan sejalan reformasi digagas oleh para aktivis 98, ya, di mana tuntutannya adalah penguatan nilai-nilai demokrasi sehingga yang berdampak pada munculnya, ya, kemudian pemahaman tentang multikulturalisme di Indonesia, ya, menjadi sebuah harapan baru, sehingga apa yang terjadi pada saat pasca reformasi, ya, baik itu etnis minor, terutama etnis minor, ya, kemudian ya para pendatang-pendatang, kemudian agama-agama minoritas itu dihargai dan diberikan fasilitas-fasilitas, ya, untuk mengembangkan diri, ya, baik itu kebebasan menjalankan ritual keagamaan dan membangun tempat-tempat ibadah.
Okay, the first is talking about the history of multicultural education in Indonesia. It is clearly stated that the idea of multiculturalism in Indonesia emerged in the early of 2002. And this was in line with the 1998 reform and the enactment of regional autonomy starting in 1999. The new order government tended to be run in a centralized manner by using uniform cultural politics and using a RUC type of approach in viewing a multicultural society. After the new order, decentralization developed and regional potential also increased. So it is also talking about the freedom of our multicultural. Ya.
Oke, lanjut. Terkait dengan munculnya berkembangnya pendidikan multikultural di Indonesia, ya, lebih pada di era reformasi adalah penguatan otonomi daerah, ya, sehingga setiap daerah mengembangkan potensinya sendiri. Salah satunya adalah pengembangan budaya, ya. Kemudian memberikan kesempatan kepada etnis minoritas atau kaum minoritas ya untuk mengembangkan diri. Kemudian memberikan kesempatan juga kepada ras-ras minoritas ya seperti di Papua ya dengan ras aboriginnya ya di mana pada zaman Orde Baru memang dianaktirkan ya sehingga ya secara culture orang-orang di Papua itu adalah orang-orang terasing. Maka dari itu salah satu tuntutan dari reformasi adalah penguatan ya keberagaman ya atau menghargai keberagaman bangsanya dengan tidak ada unsur politis di situ. Ya, begitu Mas Aldi.
Okay, so this is also talking about the development of a culture, and it is stated that like Mr. Samidi has stated that it is also giving a chance to develop the society to their own potential, and also it is also giving a chance to the minority in Indonesia. For example, let us reflect on in Papua, there is Aborigine race. So by the multicultural education, it will strengthen the diversity in Papua, something like that.
Oke. Kemudian paham multikulturalisme sejalan dengan fakta sosial yang sudah diandalkan Indonesia, yakni Bhinneka Tunggal Ika. Jadi di Indonesia terdapat semboyan yang dipakai oleh bangsa Indonesia untuk menyatukan perbedaan-perbedaan ya keberagaman bangsanya dengan semboyan Bhinneka Tunggal Ika. Bhinneka Tunggal Ika itu maknanya adalah berbeda-beda atau perbedaan yang ada di pada bangsa Indonesia ya memiliki atau dipersatukan dengan cita-cita, dipersatukan dengan satu tujuan bangsa Indonesia ya, dipersatukan dengan sejarah yang sama. Sehingga apa? Ya. Bhinneka Tunggal Ika ini adalah sebagai wadah menampung keberagaman bangsa, bahasa, agama, suku bangsa Indonesia ini. Ya, sehingga kita bisa memfusikan diri menjadi satu bangsa Indonesia seperti sumpah yang telah dilakukan ya oleh para pahlawan kita pada tanggal 28 Oktober 1928 yaitu pada Sumpah Pemuda.
Okay, and the next is the understanding of multiculturalism is in line with the existing social facts in Indonesia, namely Bhinneka Tunggal Ika. So, ladies and gentlemen, Bhinneka Tunggal Ika is like a motto. It is the motto that strengthen and also integrating the diversity in Indonesia to put together with the history of Indonesia. It is also the place to integrate the tribe of Indonesia, the multiculturalism, and so on. And multicultural and Bhinneka Tunggal Ika have the same spirit, namely united in diversity. Okay, it is also the other name of Bhinneka Tunggal Ika, united in diversity, not uniformity in diversity. Okay, so therefore, it is important to instill values multiculturalism, which is in line with Bhinneka Tunggal Ika through the education. So education has the important role also to integrate the multicultural.
Oke. Bhinneka Tunggal Ika adalah warisan dari nenek moyang bangsa Indonesia yang ada di dalam kitab Sota Soma yang ditulis oleh Empu Tantular, di mana sebenarnya diversity ini, keberagaman ini adalah suatu keniscayaan bagi bangsa Indonesia. Ya, suatu keniscayaan. Karena apa? Karena perbedaan itu tidak hanya ketika Indonesia atau keberagaman itu tidak hanya Indonesia ketika merdeka, tapi sebelum itu. Ya. Jadi ketika zaman kerajaan Majapahit, Sriwijaya ya muncul atau tumbuh di negara di Nusantara ini sudah memahami keberagaman yang ada, saling toleransi, ya. Diversity-nya, keberagamannya seperti apa? Agama. Pada zaman kerajaan Majapahit maupun kerajaan-kerajaan besar lainnya di Indonesia, ya, agama Hindu dengan agama Buddha itu saling berdampingan. Nah, jadi saling menghargai keberagaman. Jadi bukan ketika Indonesia pada saat merdeka saja mempusikan diri atau menghargai keberagaman itu. Seperti itu. Oke, Mas.
Okay. And yeah, Mr. Samidi has told you about the multiculturalism education is also, this is also like an inheritance of Sutasoma book, and it is also the evidence of the diversity in Indonesia. For example, in Majapahit era, it is also what is it? Something like there is a Hinduism and Buddhism and etc. And it should be respected each other. So there will be no disintegration of them.
Okay, thank you. Ya, mungkin kita bisa menggambarkan sedikit negara Uzbekistan adalah perpecahan dari Uni Soviet, ya, di mana di beberapa literatur mengatakan bahwa ya Uni Soviet itu adalah kumpulan dari beberapa negara, ya, di mana di sana juga terjadi banyak sekali keberagaman bangsanya, ya, kemudian bahasanya, ya, kemudian agamanya. Ya, alhamdulillah Uzbekistan berdasarkan referensi yang saya baca termasuk negara yang mayoritas agamanya adalah Muslim. Ya, sehingga tadi saya membaca salam, ya, mengucapkan salam kepada Bapak Ibu dari Uzbekistan. Nah, seperti itu. Saya yakin di negara Uzbekistan punya cara, punya asas fondasi untuk memahami keberagaman yang ada di sana.
Okay, and as Mr. Samidi has told you that Uzbekistan is also based on the something like resource that he searched. It is stated that Uzbekistan is also the partition of other country, and it has lots of language, the diversity of language, the religion, and also cultural. But Mr. Samidi knows that by the unity of Uzbekistan, there is no the diversity on them. So all the differences is similar.
Okay. Next, ya. Oke, pendidikan multikultural sangat penting untuk dipelajari oleh peserta didik, khususnya di Indonesia. Kenapa saya bilang begitu? Karena keberagaman bangsa Indonesia ini akan berdampak pada disintegrasi. Akan tumbuh rasa etnosentris, kesukuan, ya. Maka jika tidak ada pendidikan multikultural, ya, yang diintegrasikan ke dalam kurikulum pendidikan, maka kita tidak tahu 50 tahun, 100 tahun yang akan datang Indonesia ini akan hilang namanya di peta dunia. Akan seperti Uni Soviet, ya, membentuk negara-negara kecil. Membentuk negara-negara pecahan-pecahan. Ya. Nah, ini yang kita tidak inginkan. Maka pendidikan multikultural itu sangat penting sekali untuk dipelajari dan dimasukkan ke dalam kurikulum pendidikan di Indonesia. Kalau kita mengacu pada Undang-Undang Sisdiknas, Sistem Pendidikan Nasional Nomor 20 Tahun 2003, bahwa di situ disebutkan pendidikan Indonesia itu adalah berbasis pada multikultural. Ya, artinya apa? Segala perbedaan yang ada di dalam negara kita Republik Indonesia dengan pulaunya yang lebih dari 70.000, ya, suku bangsanya lebih dari 700, ya, bahasanya lebih dari bahasa daerahnya lebih dari 720, ya. Nah, itu perlu ada suatu fondasi awal di dalam kurikulum atau di dunia pendidikan untuk memberikan penguatan supaya tidak terjadi yang namanya disintegrasi bangsa atau perpecahan bangsa.
Okay, and the next is still in the history of multiculturalism in Indonesia. So multiculturalism education is very important for students to learn with the aim that they are able to recognize the characteristics of their environment and be aware of cultural diversity. This affects human behavior, attitudes, mindset, so that humans have ways or usage, habits or folkways, rules or mores, even customs or customs that differ from one another. Mr. Samide is also told you that by this multicultural education, it is to avoid the disintegration of this nation. So if there is no multiculturalism education, there will be disintegration of this nation. And like Indonesia have lots of languages. I mean, like the native language and culture, and also other diversity. So it should be matched, and also it should be inserted by the diversity itself in the curriculum of education. So it will avoid the disintegration of this nation, something like that.
Okay. Nanti kita berbicara banyak tentang bagaimana pendidikan multikultural itu masuk ke dalam mata pelajaran atau mata kuliah. Baik, next, ya. Pendidikan multikultural di Indonesia diposisikan menjadi 3, ya. Yang pertama adalah falsafah pendidikan, ya. Kemudian pendekatan pendidikan, kemudian diintegrasikan ke dalam kajian atau studi.
Okay, the next slide, it is the next explanation about the history of multicultural education in Indonesia. And the multicultural education in Indonesia is positioned in the 3, namely as an educational philosophy, as an educational approach, and as a field of study, so that it can be described as follows. You can see the diagrams. It is also the correlation between educational philosophy, study, educational approach, and multicultural education. So it is like the branch of multicultural education, which is consist of educational philosophy, educational approach, and study to strengthen the multicultural itself.
Sorry, can you ask any question? Mr. Aldi.
Okay. Yes, please.
First of all, thank you for your attention. And if I introduce myself, my name is Dosen, and I am a teacher in the Design Machine Building Institute. And at this moment, we are listener in Tashkent Technical University, and your slides and your presentation are very interesting for us. And
Thank you so much.
we have got any question? The first of all, I have a lot of respect for the Indonesian people, and at the time I have got any friends in Indonesia. And the first, my question: does Indonesia control multicultural system?
Could you repeat, please?
Okay.
Does
Does Indonesian politics or control multicultural system? Do you understand?
okay, ya.
Okay, thank you.
Oke. Ya, jadi tadi pertanyaannya adalah apakah Indonesia mungkin control dia, Miss, mengawasi ya, Miss?
Hello, Professor, are you there? Let me help you. Hello, Professor. Sorry, my name is Yoga. I would like to repeat your question. Does Indonesia also, I mean, the politics system in Indonesia also have the policy about multiculturalism, right? Your questions, Professor?
Yes, you are right.
Okay, great. Pak Samiri, jadi apakah politik di Indonesia itu juga ada kebijakan mengenai multiculturalism? Mungkin di Undang-Undang Dasarnya ada, atau mungkin di GBHN atau Pancasila itu sendiri kan bentuk kebijakan seperti apa yang Indonesia punya? Begitu Pak Samiri, Pak Jati, monggo dijawab.
Baik, thank you for question. Ya, terima kasih atas pertanyaannya. Baik. Bahwa secara politik, ya, kalau kita berbicara sejarah Indonesia, pendidikan multikultural, ya, atau apa namanya istilahnya penyemayan, ya, multikultural atau keberagaman, ya, bangsa di Indonesia, ya, sudah ada di dalam konstitusi kita atau konstitusi bangsa Indonesia itu sudah ada. Di mana kita melihat, ya, di dalam pembukaan Undang-Undang Dasar 1945 pada ayat yang keempat, maaf ya, alinea keempat maksud saya, di alinea keempat bahwa di situ disebutkan adalah adanya persatuan Indonesia. Persatuan Indonesia itu memiliki makna bahwa, ya, adanya perbedaan-perbedaan, ya, atau keberagaman bangsa Indonesia mulai dari suku, bahasa, agama, ya, kemudian adat istiadat, ya, dipersatukan, ya, bukan dipaksa, bukan memfusikan, melebur menjadi satu apa namanya budaya, tidak. Perbedaan-perbedaan itu didasarkan pada asas persatuan. Maka Bhinneka Tunggal Ika itu adalah sebagai dasar atau pondasi untuk mengikat keberagaman bangsa Indonesia. Baik, itu di konstitusi kita, ya. Di konstitusi kita sudah ada di dalam pasal alinea yang keempat, ya. Nah, itu secara politik, ya, oleh para tokoh bangsa Indonesia. Secara politik, ya. Walaupun awal-awal kemerdekaan terjadi yang namanya disharmonisasi politik dengan masuknya faktor eksternal, ya, yaitu Belanda pada saat itu tidak menginginkan, ya, Indonesia ini bersatu, ya, tidak ingin menginginkan Indonesia ini adalah menjadi sebuah negara dengan banyak, ya, atau dengan multiculturalnya. Contohnya adalah di Papua Barat. Pada saat itu Belanda ingin mempertahankan Papua Barat, tidak ingin masuk ke Indonesia. Tapi luar biasa ya. Para para pahlawan kita, para penerus para pahlawan kita ya, atau tokoh-tokoh bangsa kita mempertahankan itu. Nah, itu di yang pertama. Kemudian yang kedua ya, turunan dari pembukaan Undang-Undang Dasar sudah ada di dalam turunan dari pembukaan Undang-Undang Dasar sudah ada di dalam Undang-Undang Dasar 1945. Secara politik juga dicantumkan di situ. Ya. Pasal berapa? Pasal ya 1 ayat 1 dan pasal 1 ayat 3. Ya. Di situ secara politik bahwa keberagaman bangsa Indonesia itu sudah diikat di dalam konstitusi Indonesia. Oke, terima kasih.
Yeah. So the point is
Adi, let me explain. Not you. Okay. Okay. Let me help Pak Samidi. Professor. So yes, Indonesia's political system protects the diversity of the Indonesia, including the religious diversity, also the ethnicities diversity, because the constitutions say so. The article of the constitutions in our, not only in the 5 principles of Indonesia, for example, but also in the, we call it Undang-Undang Dasar 45. In English is what we call it for Undang-Undang Dasar 45 in English. Let me check. The constitutions of Indonesia also. So every individual in Indonesia, they have the freedom of religious activities. Indonesia, so it is also stated in our law system. That's in general. But if you want to know the particular of what is the Constitution's content, and also what is the 5 principles of Indonesia's content, then we will send you the detail in a chat box or perhaps in your email. But yes, Indonesia definitely, Indonesia's political systems definitely protects the freedom of religious and any kinds of the freedom. It means that multiculturalism in Indonesia is protected by law and also our constitutions and our law, and also our in the 5 principles of the Indonesia. Okay, I think that's in general. For example, the 5 principles in Indonesia believe in the one and only God. So here means that God for every religions in Indonesia. And then number 3, I give you example, the unity of Indonesia means Indonesia really aware that we have so many the ethnicities, so many religions, so many tribes, so many languages. That is why they are protected by Indonesian's government in the political system. And also number 5 is social justice for the whole of the people of Indonesia. Social justice, so there is no difference in the name in front of law. So people are equal, no matter what the religions are, no matter what the ethnicities are, no matter what the tribes are, no matter what the skin colors are. Thank you.
Thank you for both of your answers.
Thank you so
Hello.
much. Yeah, yes, please.
Hello. So
yes, please.
We're from the University of Economy and Pedagogy in Kashkadarya region. So both lectures were very helpful and very informative about Indonesia for us. Thanks for the very interesting lectures and multicultural education and the history and the education system. And also the geography of Indonesia was very interesting. The themes have seemed to me very interesting and helpful. And one more thing, just for a tourist, my interest and curiosity in Bali province was very how to say, it was particular, and I've got a great goal to visit and to live in a Bali province. And also your today's lecture was so beneficial for me, and I want to just denote. I want to be grateful for this lecture, for both lectures.
Thank you.
And my question is that as we are the teachers, we're very interested in teacher training programs. I mean, the exchange programs for teachers. Are there any kind of programs in your university for teachers, especially for teachers of language? If it is applicable, through which link or through which net address we can find? That's my question.
Well, thank you so much for the questions. Ini pertanyaannya kayaknya saya yang bisa jawab Pak Samidi karena pertanyaan mengenai teacher training education faculty. Karena apakah ada apa yang namanya pertukaran mengenai teacher training. Well, you've been in Bali. You've been in Bali, right?
No, I'm not in Bali, but my friend.
You were going to visit. You were going to visit someday.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very nice. Pak Samidi, could you close the PowerPoint, please?
Okay.
Yeah. So your question is about the teacher training education program, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay, let me explain. Yes, we have programs like visiting professors. For example, last year we invited 5 professors from Moscow City University, Russia, the vice president, and coming directly from Russia to Tegal, and also we invited from India for ELM Kolkata, and we also invited Malaya University. It is the 100 best university in the world from Malaysia. The professor visited Tegal, my university, and also we invited from Thailand. It's Fatoni University, and one more from Hassan First University, Morocco. All the professors were here for the conferences, for the seminars, for teaching, for share their knowledge. We invited them usually annually, not online. But we have also the online programs like this. For example, you can teach in my faculty and the vice versa. But if it is offline, I think Uzbek is very far away. It takes about 20 hours from Uzbek to Tegal, if I'm not mistaken. But well, we welcome you if you are interested in teacher training and education faculty. We invited some professors from College of Education from Michigan State University, United States. It's the best college of education in the United States. I think last month they were here for public lecture and community service with us. I mean, with the teachers and the students here, they were giving public lecture. We also sent our lecturers, our professor abroad to teach, to present their papers in the universities, or our university partners like Thailand, India, Turkey. Last time I met Dr. Umida in Turkey, and also Mr. Abdurrahimov. I don't know, maybe he's here or not. Thank you so much. It's a great honor meeting Dr. Umida and also Mr. Abdurrahimov. So now we implement the MOU signing in this kind of program. So yes, it is applicable for every lecturer. Just send us the letters and we will invite you. It's a great honor for us. Thank you. Do you need more information about the programs?
Yeah. Just I want to find this information through which link or through what HTTP address or NAT address we can find this the information about this program.
Yeah, we have the website, our website. Of course, we have the from the social media, our official social media, and also our website social media. But usually we write the letters officially to the university or our university partners abroad. We have about 45 universities abroad, including UBSS Australia. Last time we signed MOU in Bangkok, Thailand, with Australia. Thank you.
Okay,
You
thank
can
for
write the
answer.
letter to me too, officially, no problem.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
So yes.
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
Salam.
Dear Yoga, you know, we have met with you in the Karabuk University.
Really? Oh,
No.
thank you. It's an honor for me.
Nice to see you.
I remember in a bus together.
Yes,
in a bus.
yes, we met in a bus.
Okay.
But
hello. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Actually, we haven't time to meet you again there. That's right. I have got some questions to the professors, which are already given some information about the multicultural and religion about the Indonesia. Just you know, we know the multicultural. It's somehow very difficult to if there are a lot of religion in the audition. And that I have got a question. It's are the lecturers and the professors face the difficulty while giving the lecture in their for the students?
Pardon me. Are there lecturers face difficulties in what?
In for while teaching. Any subject. I mean, face the multicultural.
Got it. I got it. Because there are many religious differences.
Yes,
or multicultural,
different outlooks, multicultural. That's why they may face. What kind of difficulties they are faced, and can they share their experience, and if they solve this kind of problem. I will be glad if they share their experiences.
Okay, thank you. I will talk to them, to my lecturers here. Pak Jati ada, Pak Samidi. Ada pertanyaannya ya, karena kan kita ini our students, mahasiswa kita kan dari multicultural societies. Oke, apakah Pak Samidi atau Pak Jati pernah menemui kesulitan, mungkin ya kan karena perbedaan agama, perbedaan ethnicities, also tribes, languages. Apakah pernah mengalami kesulitan ketika mengajar? Boleh Pak Jati, boleh Pak Samidi, monggo.
Ya, silakan Pak Samidi dulu.
Baik, thank you for question. This is Holisa. Yeah.
Yes.
Baik. Indonesia itu sangat luas sekali, ya. Kalau kesulitan, ada beberapa kesulitan yang mungkin pernah saya temui ketika berpindah tempat, ya. Karena kita ketahui Indonesia itu adalah hampir 17.000 pulau, ya. Kalau kesulitan mengajar tidak ada, karena kami sebagai bangsa Indonesia memiliki satu bahasa nasional mempersatukan dari 720 suku bangsa, yaitu bangsa Indonesia. Hanya saja saya sebagai lecturer di sini, dosen, kesulitannya lebih pada keberagaman makanannya. Nah, ya. Misalnya orang Bali dengan orang Jawa itu berbeda rasa makanan. Misal kalau orang Bali ada asin dan pedas, atau orang Lombok. Kalau orang Jawa manis. Nah, seputar itu saja letak kesulitan-kesulitan saya sebagai pengajar di Universitas Tegal, ya, untuk menyesuaikan diri. Tetapi untuk lebih pada komunikasi, no problem, tidak ada masalah. Karena kami di Indonesia ini memahami betul kami menggunakan satu bahasa pemersatu yaitu bahasa Indonesia. Begitu, Bu.
Menambahkan nanti Bu Yoga. Baik, saya menambahkan terkait dengan ini ya apa namanya tantangan atau kemudian kendala ketika mengajar di lingkungan yang multikultur atau multikulturalismenya tinggi. Jadi beberapa tantangan yang kami hadapi diantaranya satu adalah benturan dari ini ya apa namanya etika atau norma-norma adat, norma-norma kebiasaan atau yang ada di masing-masing misalnya suku atau etnik tertentu. Kemudian yang menjadi tantangan kami berikutnya yang kedua itu adalah globalisasi, pengaruh globalisasi yang memang ini ya menjadi apa namanya menggerus banyak kearifan lokal atau kemudian adat istiadat yang ada yang kemudian memang nantinya berpengaruh terhadap budaya-budaya, kemudian kebiasaan-kebiasaan yang ada masing-masing. Karena sebenarnya multikulturalisme itu merupakan sebuah modal dalam pembangunan pendidikan. Semakin banyak keanekaragaman yang ada atau diversity yang ada di kalangan peserta didik atau siswa itu bisa menjadi ini apa namanya bahan pembelajaran yang berorientasi pada nilai-nilai lokal atau nilai-nilai yang dikembangkan. Seperti sekarang di era kurikulum merdeka itu ada proyek P5 penguatan profil pelajar Pancasila yang mana mengangkat nilai-nilai lokal yang ada di masing-masing daerah, sehingga harapannya tiap-tiap sekolah yang ada di Indonesia itu bisa menunjukkan atau lebih mengeksplor nilai-nilai lokal yang ada di masing-masing daerah. Itu mungkin Bu Dekan terkait dengan tantangannya.
Yes, okay. Well, I see you in the screen. We have challenges of multicultural education here. I think I don't need to translate for you because it's already in English. But let me add more of those who are the challenges here in a screen. Hello, can you see the screen, by the way? Yes or not? Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Those are the challenges of multicultural educations that we faced here today. Okay, and one more thing that Mr. Samidi also told us, all the challenges of the multicultural education that have been explained by the two lecturers here, it can be minimized because of we have one language, that is language instructions, official language instructions, that is Bahasa Indonesia or Indonesian language. So no matter what their ethnicities is, skin colors is, religious is, no matter what they live in, there are many provinces in Indonesia. There are 34. We are very big countries. It is easy for us to adjust ourselves to the multicultural students because of our official language that is only one here as the language instructions in the classroom, Bahasa Indonesia. So this is our Indonesians, we can say educational policy of our Ministry of Education. But since that Indonesians Independence Day, in 1945, one official language in Indonesia is Bahasa Indonesia. And the second one, most of the lecturers, in spite of these challenges of multicultural education, we're not really the problems are not big because we get used to it. We live in a harmony, hand in hands, no matter what our origin is. I give you example, but for the lecturers who are not, for example, Mr. Samidi is not from Java Island. He is from other provinces in Indonesia. When he visits Tegal, the only problem that he has until now is the food diversity, because the taste is very different from one province to other provinces. I think maybe it happens also in Uzbekistan. But in terms of the educations, teaching them that not really, the challenge is not really big, so we can adjust. You know, in Indonesia we have big classes like 40, because we are densely populated now. The population is I think reaches about 270 million people in Indonesia, so you can imagine. Okay, so yeah, okay, you can see in the screen religious diversity here. So for example, when in a one class, we have big classes, 40 students here, there are religious diversity. When we teach about religions, those who are Muslims will be taught by Muslims, Muslims teacher, and those who are for example, Christians will be taught by a Christian teacher. But in terms of what do you call it, religious teaching, so we have different teachers in religious teaching. But in terms of general subjects, there is no difference. Muslims, Christians, we are equal here. That's the problem. Pak Jati tadi apa ya yang paling ini ya Pak Jati? Tadi apa?
Jadi yang pertama itu masalah perbenturan ini Bu, perbenturan norma atau kebiasaan yang ada di masing etnis atau adat istiadat masing-masing. Kemudian juga terkait dengan itu globalisasi yang menggerus nilai-nilai adat atau kebiasaan yang ada.
Got it. Okay, got it. But we have a problem here with the students, not the problem, but actually we have a great concerns of the globalizations. Because of the globalizations, our local cultures, the diversity of our local cultures is seems like decreasingly recognized, decreasingly learned by the young generations, especially millennials. It's the young generations, perhaps in the senior high school or junior high school. It's very big challenge for us to preserve our local culture because of the globalizations. This is the very big challenge for us because it cannot be avoidable, and we still want to preserve the diversity of Indonesia. And also sometimes because of the moral values between the standard of moral norms or morals in a different province, they are varies. So we have to be very careful not to offend our students about their norms or their moral values in their daily life. That's also a big problem, because you think I think that mine is good, they are not, but that is not true. So making them to be balancing this kind of problems is sometimes quite difficult. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, professors and Yoga. You are very for your very clear translation and explanation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, dear professors, especially my great regards and thanks and my sympathy to Professor Samidi and to Professor Yoga and to Professor Yahuya Jaki. And Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh for our all
Waalaikumsalam
English
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
from Indonesia, all our English teachers from Indonesia and from Uzbekistan. I'm so happy to see you because we are in the same religion, because we are in an Islamic community, and that's why I'm so happy. Just I see my brothers and my sisters, and thank you for your profitable and productive lecture presentation, and we got much information about Indonesia, how the multicultural education and multicultural relations in Indonesia. I think, as you mentioned, it's the same culture or multicultural in our country, because our Uzbekistan is also the international community. Lots of religious and people from the lots of countries came in our Uzbekistan, and we live here in our Uzbekistan friendly attitude. So that's why I think Indonesia and Uzbekistan is the same brother countries, and I'll be happy when you come to our Uzbekistan. Please come over to our shiny and hot revision Kashkadarya. So, and we will be very happy when you will be our host. And you know, our Uzbekistan people is very hospitable people. And so I want to give you one question about the religion. What about what's the problem between the marriage? Because you have lots of religion, lots of people. In Uzbekistan also we have lots of religion and the people. And do you have some problems, some kindness in some cases? I want to know about this one. Thank you very much beforehand.
Okay, thank you. Very nice questions. Ini pertanyaannya Pak Samidi sama Pak Wahyu. Oh, I love your questions very much. Marriage. So you're going to marry Indonesians then? No, just kidding. Okay, thank you so much.
I'm sorry, I got married and I have only one wife and 3 children. Only one wife.
Okay. But anyway, that's a lovely question. I love it very much. Okay.
Yes, I have been living with my wife during 40 years.
Wow! Congratulations! Congratulations.
Yes.
Okay, what a happy marriage. 40 years is very long. Oh, thank you for asking. Pak Samidi, pertanyaannya Pak Jati, nggih. Pertanyaannya adalah bagaimana dengan pernikahan di Indonesia? Kan di Indonesia banyak agama nih.
Iya.
Nah, ini monggo.
Kalau untuk pernikahan kan memang kalau kita mengacu di aturan negara, itu kan memang untuk pernikahan jika Muslim dengan Muslim, maka dia akan dinikahkan di KUA. Tetapi kemudian nantinya kalau yang non-Muslim, artinya yang selain Islam, itu akan dinikahkan di catatan sipil. Dilakukan di pencatatan sipil. Nah, kemudian kalau berbeda agama, artinya laki-laki atau perempuan itu berbeda agama, maka dia tidak bisa dinikahkan di Indonesia. Jadi harus keluar atau salah satu misalnya berganti atau masuk ke agama lainnya dulu ya. Artinya harus sama. Nah, kemudian untuk pernikahan secara adat atau kebiasaan yang berlaku di Indonesia itu memang masih dimungkinkan atau masih diperbolehkan beberapa. Misalnya terkait dengan secara adat tertentu itu kemudian pasangan suami istri atau calon suami istri itu bisa menikah sesuai dengan adat istiadat masing-masing. Sehingga itu yang kemudian dilaksanakan di Indonesia terkait dengan perbedaan-perbedaan adat. Tapi pada intinya di Indonesia itu pernikahan berbeda etnis, berbeda agama, berbeda suku, kemudian yang lainnya itu masih bisa dimungkinkan. Yaitu tadi kalau yang berbeda agama kan harus salah satu pindah agama. Begitu mungkin.
Ya, thank you. Pak Samidi mau menambahkan apa cukup?
Menambahkan sedikit Bu Dekan.
Ya, boleh.
Jadi di dalam kita berbicara masalah norma, Indonesia sudah diatur di dalam Undang-Undang Nomor 1 1974 ya tentang pernikahan, bahwa khusus di Indonesia dengan mayoritas agama Islam ya, di undang-undang tersebut pernikahan itu same ya, artinya laki-laki dan perempuan. Laki-laki dan perempuan di aturan undang-undang di negara Republik Indonesia, artinya tidak diperkenankan menikah sesama jenis. Di Indonesia. Seperti itu. Dan silakan barangkali barangkali kita ada pertukaran mahasiswa atau dosen bisa nanti berkunjung ke Indonesia dan melihat adat istiadat perkawinan di Republik Indonesia dengan keberagamannya. Ya, seperti itu aja tambahannya Bu Dekan.
Okay. Well, first of all, that's the look at the image of Indonesian. This is a traditional costumes, yeah. Some of these traditional costumes are used in a marriage, in traditional marriage. Traditional marriage means that between the two tribes, for example, or two ethnicities, they are married, but in the same religions. Again, in the same religions, usually the bride and the bridegroom may wear this kind of costumes. Well, that's in general. We in our marriage law, we prohibited first the LGBT marriage. No LGBT marriage in Indonesia. It is a violated law of the Indonesia. Of course, it cannot be done or conducted in Indonesia very strictly. Or gay marriage will not be happening in Indonesia because our law forbids this kind of marriage. And the second, marriage will be officially conducted will be officially recognized by our government when the two, for example, men and women, they are in the same religions. For example, Muslims and Muslim, Christians and Christian, Buddhism and Buddhism, Hinduism and Hinduism. So the same religions will be recognized by the government officially. They go to the religious. There are two kind of registrations in Indonesia to register their marriage. The marriage officially, we go to religious affairs office. If you are Muslims, for me, for example, I'm Muslim, so I have to register my marriage in a religious affairs office and also in a civil registration. So means that I am legally married. Okay, and if you are Christians, you don't need to go to the religious affairs office, but you go to, of course, it will be held in the church, and but it is recognized it is officially recognized, accepted by our government if the wedding or the marriage is registered in civil registrations. That's our law system in Indonesia about marriage. Does that answer your questions?
Thank you very much. But for example, my older son wants to get married to another nation, but I said she should be Islamic. And the bride, the groom is my son, but the bride is from the another nation, and I said, so my bride should be the Islamic, should be in Islamic religion. In this case, I'll allow you or permit you to get married to the another nation. For example,
the same.
Do you mean what I'm saying?
Yes.
What about in your country? What about if
the same.
she from the not Muslim, if she from Christian, she
and
accepts
fall
the
in love with a
Islam.
Christian. If, for example, if I fall in love with the Christians, right? And I want to get married with the Christians, then my family or the country, this country, or my government will only recognize me officially if the groom and the bride, right? The groom, the male, okay, will be Muslim. If Christian and Muslim, never recognized by our government. We have to go abroad like Australia to be officially recognized. But in Indonesia, it will never happen.
Thank you very much.
You
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Thank you for the questions. Well, we have very interesting discussions today, and I'm so happy and I'm very honored because there are a lot of questions from the audience, and I hope today is very beneficial for all of us here. We exchange, we share the ideas. Thank you so much for today. Do we have more questions, or I have to deliver back to the Master of Ceremony? Okay, I think that there is no more questions. So let me invite the Master of Ceremony, Mas Aldi. But before that, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to Professor Umida. Thank you so much for organizing this. And thank you so much for Mr. Sokchakon Abdurrahimov, if he is here, for also help.
He is a little bit today, and that's why I'm here. My name is Mr. Ilchaev.
Oh, nice meeting you.
My name is Mr. Ilchaev, yeah.
Mr.
My name is Zohar John. Mr. Ilchaev.
Elchayev. Okay, Elchayev.
Yes.
Mr. Elchayev, thank you so much. Yes. Nice meeting you. Yes, Professor
Umida. And dear speakers and moderators, thank you for organizing today's meeting, which was very interesting. I think that this meeting will be continued in the future. I want to share our plans with you. We are planning interesting lectures for the Uzbek side for Indonesian students. If anyone is interested, they can participate in these events in the future.
Sure. Thank you so much, Professor Umida, for thank you so much for being so helpful and being so kind and organizing the program on your side. Of course, we will be happy to join. Me, I will join. And I will also invite the lecturers to join. Like Pak Samidis and Pak Wahyu Jati to join too. The program.
Thank you for Professor Samidis and Professor Kasuma. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Professor Umida.
Thank you.
It was very interesting. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. So we will, the Master of Ceremony will close the meeting. Thank you.
Okay.
Aldi?
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Yuga, for letting me to bring back these events. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's the material delivered by Mr. Wahyu Jati Kusuma MPD and also Mr. Samidi MPD. Thank you so much. And thank you so much also for the outstanding questions that have been delivered by all of the participants. Thank you so much. And ladies and gentlemen, before we end up this first session, after this, we will have a photo session together. So please, everyone, open your camera and I will do counting down to capture it. Thank you so much. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So I will capture it in 3, 2, 1, and smile. Okay. Wait a minute. The next screen. 3, 2, 1, and smile. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Well, ladies and gentlemen, finally we have done our sit-in course today, and I would be very happy if you would like to learn more about Indonesia and Tegal. Okay, that's all. Thank you so much for joining this meeting. Thank you so much for Professor Umida Zia Muhammedova. Thank you so much for Mr. Sokhjan Abdurrahimov. Thank you so much for Mr. El Chayef. Thank you so much for Mrs. Mahsudova and all the participants of this sit-in course today.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, and I will see you again in the next opportunities, and goodbye. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Umida. Thank you, everyone.
See you tomorrow.